everybody, it's James. I'm here at the Ronald McDonald House Charities Kentuckiana Commercial Kitchen. This is in Louisville, Kentucky, and we're starting a series that we're calling Season with Love. So that is going to be just a little look into kind of daily operations here at the Ronald McDonald House Kitchen, and really just kind of share some recipes that we like. Today we're going to start off with something that's very important to the Kentuckiana area. It's a pie that's famous for being around horse-themed May parties, and it is a bourbon walnut chocolate chip pie. So I would love to show you how to make this pie from scratch for your friends and families, just like we do for all the families that are staying here at the house with us. While there's nothing wrong with buying store-bought pie crust, there's something magical about the process of just making pie dough from scratch. It's a lot simpler, especially if you have like a food processor at home. You can do this by hand, just with your hands, but easiest way to do it, easily a food processor, okay? The big things you need to know with working and making pie doughs, you want temperature matters is the big thing. We want everything to be as cold as possible. We want ice water. We want our butter to be very refrigerated, or even just pop in the freezer for a few minutes just to really like set it up. And then if you can chill your flour, the better. The colder the ingredients are, the flakier the pie crust is going to be. So into our food processor, we have our cold chilled flour, salt, and a little bit of sugar. So to that, we're going to add our butter, nice and chilled as well. That's not the lid. We're going to put our lid on, and then we're just going to pulse it till it almost has a consistency of like little peas, really is what we're looking for. So we just want to do little pulses. So here, what we're looking at, we have our flour and then our nice little chopped butter pieces on the inside. And we're going to add our ice cold water, and then we're just going to continue to pulse until a kind of shaggy dough starts to form. Once it's all settled and it looks pretty homogeneous, the butter's fully incorporated with the flour, we just want to do one quick little blast and just till a ball of dough forms, basically. So we're going to take it out. So we just want to bring the dough together, okay, and kind of make a nice flat disc out of it. We've worked this a lot, so we really need to chill it down, okay? So I'm going to wrap it tightly in plastic wrap, and then that's going to go in the fridge for about an hour. A lot of our families, they travel from quite a ways away. Usually it's Tennessee, Indiana even, but we have families that come from all over the world. So I feel like introducing them to some of our local foods and cuisines, it's kind of a nice break from the things that they're dealing with in their daily lives. Take two fingers, make like a bird's beak, and then one finger. And what you're going to do is just press them into each other and pinch with your two fingers to make a nice point. If you got to make a few of these, you can get the whole family involved and make a little race out of it, like a horse race in May. We're going to use whatever beans you got laying around. So we're going to pop this in the oven, do 20 minutes at 350, and then we'll take the pie weights out and bake it an additional 5 minutes. All right, pie crust out of the oven. We did our blind bake. 20 minutes and then 5 minutes without the pie weight. We're letting this cool down a little bit. While that's cooling, we're going to make our filling. So we're going to start with our eggs. We just want to kind of fully incorporate the sugar into the custard. We will add our butter, which this is just melted. You can melt it in the microwave. All right, we're adding our walnuts. We're adding our chocolate chips and our bourbon. So for the bourbon, I like to use cherry bitters, like for old fashions. And we're just gonna kind of fold everything together and just make sure everything is nicely coated. Let's go ahead and get this into our pie shell. We're just gonna scrape all this down. So we're gonna go straight to the oven and we're gonna bake at 350 for 30 minutes. We are just going to bring it over here. Look how gorgeous that is, full of lovely bourbon, walnut, chocolatey goodness. And we're gonna let that cool down. Well, while that's cooling down just a little bit, I just wanna tell you guys, if cooking and food is your love language, we're the place to do that. for other families. If you're looking for an opportunity to use your skills to bake for our families, that's wonderful. We have a lunch program, our Lunches of Love program, or come cook with me. We can do our chef-led program. But any of those, you can go to our website, rmhck.org/from-our-kitchen. And you can sign up for opportunities there, but also if you want this recipe, that's the place to get it. All right, man, get under here. Oh, look at that. There we go. And what is pie without a nice dollop of whipped cream?